So this is my video reflection for my field experience. For my field experience, we were in the classroom watching videos from all around the world, and the first two that we watched were, of course, the classic US classroom, and then we did one in Japan for the first day. The first day I thought the teacher might have been a little, for the US classroom, might have been a little not prepared like I think he should have been. And then the Japanese classroom, like, I kind of like what they did with, he asked them a question, they had 3 minutes to work on it, and then they talked with their peers, and then they reconvened, and he had the teacher give them and had the students come up to the board, explain their reasoning, and then he asked them another question. The process just repeated throughout the whole video. And then yesterday's video, the US classroom, I thought the teacher was very interactive with the students, and he was very positive. He didn't talk down to the students, and was really encouraging on the student-to-student teaching. So, like, if someone in the group was struggling with something, he's like, okay, you can talk to your other partners and see if they get it, and then, talk to me if you all have questions. And he was really involved with the students. And then with the one that we watched, the other one that we watched yesterday with the, the teacher didn't give a clear objective, and you really didn't know what they were learning about at first. And then the videos that I watched for today, the one was in Czechoslovakia, and while watching it, he totally, he was interactive. He worked on the board. He had the students answering questions, and he was very clear on what they were learning and what the point of this was, what his objective was. And then for the one in Australia that I watched, it was totally different than the ones that the other kids in the class watched from Australia. This teacher was really nice. She came in and was clear about what they're going to learn. She put 2 right triangles up on the board, and then asked the students a list of 10 questions, and then in between each question she gave them time to answer. And when they got done, she only asked one student to answer all 10 questions, when I think, she should have asked each student a different question, so then the students get involved. And then when the student got the last question wrong, she put it up on the board and was like, okay, why is this wrong? And all the students were involved in answering that question specifically, and then they figured it out as a class, and then they were put into groups to work on a worksheet, and she gave them specific groups, so then they wouldn't be with friends, because when you let students choose their groups, they're more likely to go towards the people they know in that then versus the other students. Watching these videos, I learned that teachers they can be in the same country and still have a vast difference in their teaching techniques versus other countries. One thing that I did notice is that it doesn't matter where you're at, techniques are going to vary, but yet some of the techniques are the same. The setup of the classroom shows a lot. There's either students in rows at tables, and desks that are in rows, or in desks that are in groups, and it all shows that that teachers' teaching style, or how they react to the students. And I think being more positive to the students and open-minded allows them to see that you're willing to help them and that it's not a problem if they get it wrong. Build off of the knowledge that they already know. Maybe teach them a different technique about how to do it because maybe the technique you taught isn't working for them. It all just is a variety of ways, and every teacher teaches different. No teacher teaches the same.